Oh, you're filming again.
Yeah. Hello everybody. Taro and I went on this hike and the audio is super boring, so I thought I would just do a voiceover with some history and geology of the site we were at. It's called the Volcanoes de Use area. People just kind of refer to these formations as the Albuquerque volcanoes or the Three Sisters. They do have a spiritual significance. I hope that I did a good job of respecting the site in my visit and also in this video. The really cool thing about this site is that it really illustrates Albuquerque's geologic significance. Albuquerque is on a rift. It's called the Rio Grande Rift. And from what I understand, a rift is basically where the Earth's crust is really thin. And so then land drops in the center, which forms the valleys like the Albuquerque Valley. And then really interesting formations happen around the sides. So in Albuquerque on the east side, we have the Sandias, which were rock formations that jutted out of the earth during the valley's dropping. And then on the west side, there was lava flows. So the lava flows created the volcanoes and the mesa and also the volcanic boulders that you can go and see the petroglyphs on. Generally, volcanoes come from magma shooting up from a central vent, but fissure eruptions are volcanoes that formed from magma coming out of cracks in the Earth's surface. So these fissure eruptions, they tend to result in multiple eruption craters all along the fissure. So the fissure that happened in Albuquerque was 5 miles long, and that's why you see these multiple volcanoes all in the same area. There has been some recent historical destruction of the site. There was quarrying done in open rock quarries, military bombing, a lot of people dumped, and there was a lot of off-roading. And you can definitely see the impact that these activities had on the site. But thankfully, it's still relatively intact so that we can enjoy it still today. That does bring me to something to the top, both for respect of the sacred uses of the land and also because it's just bad for the area. The best place to enjoy them from is from the base, and I will tell you there's still a lot of views from the bases of all the volcanoes. That's a beautiful view of the Sandias. It's a really beautiful site with a lot of trails. The trick is that sometimes it's hard to tell, even though there's signs posted everywhere, what part of the trails are the trails that you're supposed to be on and what part of the trails are not. Just really have to pay close attention. So I really do urge you to clean up after yourself and stay on the trails and all these kinds of things that preserve these sites. The kind of selfish reason to do this is so that future generations can enjoy them. The views from the site and within the site are really beautiful, and it would be nice if people way on down the line can see them. I think there's another reason to do these things though, and not to do the things that hurt the land, and that's just for the sake of it. Part of being a good person is treating something with respect, even if it's just land or nature. And this is one of those places where it's really worth working hard to do that. So thanks for listening to me. I really liked the information. I did use the National Park Service website, and thanks again for watching, for learning, and I hope you have a nice afternoon.